Hello everyone, it's Charlene aka Island Girl Diamond Painting Journal, and welcome to my channel. It's so good to have you with me. As you can see, I've got a package in front of me. Now this is not a whip and chat, this is a unbag and chat. I don't know, is that a thing? So anyway, I haven't done an unbagging or an unboxing in such a long time. It's so good to actually have something to unbag and unbox that I purchased. And for those of you who saw my last video, you would have seen me unbox my friend meal, and I'm just like so stoked about that friend meal. I was just like, wow, mind blown. Anyway, I came into unexpectedly at the start of the month. I came into a little bit of money, and I wanted to set it aside for that time when I was not working, just in case, you know, you never know what's going to happen. And then I happened to come across a post on Facebook, and that came from Archer's Arts, and they advertised 40% off sale, everything in store 40% off. And if you don't know what Archer's Arts is all about, they do 3D printing, and they make diamond painting accessories like trays. They have different sizes of trays, tray covers, and you got, what else you get? You get like your wax caddies, you get your grinders, and I think that's about it. But the trays are like so amazing. I have never had a 3D printed tray before, and I always wanted to get one, but you know me, I'm just waiting for a really good sale. And this sale currently, guys, for the entire, it's not too late, you can still get into it. If you have not yet, look up Archer's Arts on Facebook. I will link it below so that you can just follow the link and just go on over. There is a link there. I will also link the shop, you know, and just make it really easy for you guys, and link the shop as well. And go on over. You still have a couple days, 5 days left to get 40% off, 40% off everything in store. It's an amazing deal. So I came into this little bit of cash, and I was like, okay, do I save it? What do I do? But then I saw the sale. I was like, heck no, I need to get into this. I need to be a part of the sale, because I've always wanted, you know, these kinds. I've seen other people use. This knife is so sharp, I need to be really super careful with it. There we are. Yeah, so I saw other people like unbox and bag these kinds of trays, and I was like, I really want to get one at least, you know. And look how nice, guys, it's packaged really well. Nice teal colored bag, bubble bag, and wow. So I bought a few things. I didn't go crazy with the shopping. I just got a couple things, and then when I got my job renewed, I went back to the store, and I got some more things to go with this. So at the end of it, I'm going to have like 2 sets. So yeah, but those things, I don't think she even made those yet. She is really swamped. They're really swamped over there at Archer's Arts with all of these orders. I think she said, I think it was yesterday, she did more orders this month than she did in the entire year so far. So that just tells you how much people are just rushing this absolutely stupendous mega sale. Oh my god, here we go. And it's really well wrapped, guys. Really almost hate to tear that, but I really want to get into the tray and see for myself. Okay. And you know, I'm already thinking, how do I repurpose these bags? That's just me. Oh, nice. Now you must have seen this before already. And what is it? Oh, nice. It's personal. It's their logo. I'm saying personalized. It's their logo. They have their logo there, the Archers Arts logo. So it's you know, branded, guys. Oh my god. And I love this high. Oh, I love it. It's very deep, very deep. I've never had anything 3D printed before, you know, and I wondered, is it going to be sturdy, is it going to be, you know, flimsy? But this is really sturdy, guys. This is solid. And there's a nice little angled spout here, so I can lay my drills and shake your booty. No, not the booty, but shake the drills. And so easy to pour out. Now they also have covers for these things, and I really need the covers, guys. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but I generally use this tray, and you all would know this is the really big ones. Usually when you buy a diamond painting, you get like this size tray, and then there is this size tray. So I usually use this one, and this works really good. It's like, so you can see how deep is your love? No, how deep is your tray? I'm sorry, what is going on with me? Okay, so it's almost like twice the depth of the regular green tray. It's my fingers are here, so it's like even, and you can see how deep. I'm going to keep singing that song now. So yeah, you can see it there as well. Yep, you can see it there. So you see how much deeper it is, and the body is about the same size. I'll line it. So they're generally about the same size. Not quite the same width though. You can see the white tray is just slightly, as we say in this country, just a little chunks wider. But yeah, whenever I use this and I am like pouring back into my containers, the drills from up top, like if I angle it too deep, the drills from up top will just drop, and they would bounce and they would go scattering all over. So what I would do is I would put my hand over like this, and I would pour, so that way when they fall in, if they bounce, they would bounce in within my hand and they would pour out the spout. But at Archer's Arts, they have the lid that goes on top, so you could pour, you know, you don't have to be gentle with it, you can just pour, and the lid is going to keep your drills from bouncing all over the place. And they have some really nice colors, guys, but I just really, the purple is just stunning. This dark purple is just stunning, so I went with the dark purple. And here we go into the packet. Now every month they do at Archer's Arts, they do color of the month, and I saw this month's color and I thought, wow, that is just so pretty. And I need to, I mean, the sale came at a really good time, because because I wanted to get that color. And oh wow, this is copper. The color of the month is copper, and it does look absolutely like copper. You see their branding there, and this one has the holding rings, so you can use it in your hands like this, you know, whatever makes you comfortable, whatever, however you feel comfortable, like this, maybe like that, you know. I'm thinking this is probably the way, and you can hold it in your hands, and then you can, you know. So yeah, very sturdy belt, beautiful design. The ring doesn't feel like it's gonna break out or anything. It's very, very steady on there. And I also got, oh my god, and they gave me this really nice bag. I also got the little wax caddy, and this is screw on, secure there, and it's also, it says wax on it. Do you see? Maybe I should take the cover off. Yeah, it says wax on there. It's pretty deep. And yeah, you put your cover back on. And these are the stoppers for the tray. But oh my god, my tray is, do you see that? It's broken. My tray is damaged. My spout is damaged. So I will have to message Archazats and show them this. And oh no, I wonder if there's a way I can repair it. Let me see. Does it fit? Yeah, it fits. So this is to protect your drills from falling out. Your drills won't fall out, and it rests flat. There's no problems there. But this one, because of the damage to it, I don't know what they can do about that, but anyway, I will be in contact with them and I will let them know. So yeah, you also get these to keep your drills from spilling out. So even if you know you happen to knock it and it tilts this way, it's not going to go spilling out. So yes, guys, so this was my purchase. The 2 rings, the 2 stoppers, 2 trays, and the wax caddy. And after my discounts, I believe I paid just like $22 for everything. So that's not bad. As I said, everything was 40% off. I will link it below so you guys can go and check it out. Okay, so thank you very much to Archazats. This was my very first purchase with you guys, and I love it, with the exception of this thing. I don't know what we can do. You can see it there where it's banged in. Yeah, I will take some photographs and I'll send it off to them so that they can see it. So yeah, guys, okay, so I don't want to make this video too long because I did promise to show you guys pastels. And pastels is something that we have here at Christmas time. It is something similar to tamales. Maybe not quite. I don't know what the flavor profiles would be like because I've never had a tamale before. But Pastels is something like you have to have it at Christmas time. It's everywhere. It's sold everywhere. People are making it. It's very labor intensive to make. But if you don't know what it is, basically it's a minced meat mixture that is very well seasoned. And I mean, you can do chicken, you can do pork, you can do beef. You can, and for vegetarians, you can do soy or vegetables, you know. And in the meat mixture, when it's being cooked, they add olives and raisins and capers and various spices. There's a nice, rich, aromatic flavor profile going on because they use a lot of pimento peppers. Pimento peppers are not hot, it's very mild, but the fragrance when it's in the pot, it's very, very intense. And there's a lot of garlic and onions and fresh herbs like parsley, thyme, celery, not the stem celery, the leafy celery, which is the one that you use really in flavoring foods in cooking. And it's that is not the one that you eat raw. Trust me, you don't want to eat the leafy celery raw. It's a very short stem, very thin, and it's very potent in the flavor. This is the thick stem, long stalk celery that you guys eat raw. It's very, very different. And so you make this meat mixture and you set it aside, and then you get your masa or your corn flour, and you add butter to it and salt, and you put your water in, and you're basically going to make a dough out of it. And for those of you who have a press, I think you can use what they call a tortilla press. You're basically pressing it out flat. Now, I know with tamales you guys use corn husks. We use banana leaves. So it's traditional to go out and you look for, and there are banana plants, trees all over the place. I was telling Diamond Painting Journey with Rebecca that there are coconut trees everywhere in the Caribbean. Yes, coconut trees, mango, bananas, everywhere. I've got a lot of them at the back of the house. So you just go with your machete, we call it a cutlass, and you chop some leaves down. Yes, we do that. And the leaves, if you bend it, it will break. But what you do is you cut the leaves off. There is a thick stem, and then the leaves go down on either side. So you cut each section of the leaves off, and you put it on a flame, like you light your stove, and you scorch it very, very quickly. And what it does, it makes the leaves pliable, right? So you basically you cut your banana leaves into little sheets, right? And you put it on your press. And if you don't have a press, you can just put it on the table, oil your table, put the leaves on, oil the leaf, put your cornmeal dough on. You make little balls though, but you put it on there, and you can press it out, and you're making like a tortilla size, small. And or you have the press, and you use the press and you flatten it out, either one. And you stuff it with your meat on the inside, and then you fold it either way to make a rectangular pocket, which looks really about the size of this, right? So you fold it this way, this way, this way, this way, so the meat is in the middle like a little pocket. And it's really about the size of this. So then you tie it, and you leave it in the banana leaf, and you can use string, and you tie it up, and you can steam them or boil them. A lot of people prefer to steam them, and steaming just takes like 20 minutes, 30 minutes max. And when it's done, you get this piping hot, delicious pastelle. I will do up a video with how it's made directly after this, so you will see it. And yeah, it's just delicious, and it's synonymous with Christmas here. It's everywhere. Like I said, you go visiting people's houses and they bring you a nice tall glass of sorrel or some ginger beer. Yes, you get pastelles. Pastelles would be on your Christmas plate. It has to be. It needs to be. It's as essential to Caribbean Christmas or Trinidad Christmas as, you know, turkey is to you guys for Thanksgiving. There must be turkey. Same way there must be pastelles at Christmas. So guys, that's going to be it for me as far as the chat go. I am going to edit in now videos of pastelle making, and you guys can see what it's all about, and I hope you stick around for that and you check it out. So guys, thanks so much for joining me. If you like the content that you've seen here today, please hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications, and you will be notified the next time I do an upload. So guys, I'll see you guys on the next one, which will be next week sometime. Oh, I should mention very quickly before I go that some of you may know, some of you may not know, but there is a little event coming up round about Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and it's not a DP-a-thon. It's more diamond painters coming together and putting out content for those of you who may not have family at Christmas time, and you know, you would like to have some company. We're there for you. We're going to be there for you, and you are going to see content from all of us. Everyone is going to have their time and their space. The details are not all worked out yet, so stick around for more information on that. I have been invited to participate, so I will be a part of that. Coming up, you will get more details when I get. Okay, so guys, thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye. Hi everyone. Okay, so today we are going to do chicken pastelles, and for this, you see they're using 2 pounds of chicken, but you could use beef or pork, whatever you like. Trinidad and Tobago, a green seasoning, as you saw the chef added there, is comprised of culantro, spring onions with the stems, leaf celery, pimento peppers, and garlic. And that's all minced together and added to your dish, and it's something that we use all the time in the Caribbean when seasoning meat. So you see the chef has added a couple things in there and he mixed it, and next he's going to cook it down, right? So he's got his skillet there with hot oil, and he's going to add the chicken. Again, you can use beef or pork, and if you're vegetarian, actually you could use cooked lentil, soy, you could just do minced vegetables. Like you can use your food processor and probably do like cauliflower and stuff, and you could do mixed vegetables instead of the meat if you're vegan, right? And what you want to get in the pot is your meat to be cooked, and you want it broken down as much as possible. Now he's using his spoon to really break the meat down, but if you want, you can also use like a potato masher, something like that, to really break your meat down. You want it as grainy as you possibly can. Right now, as I was telling you about our green seasoning, we use that in all our meats, etc. The combination of the ingredients that I told you just now, it makes for very aromatic scents when you add it to your meats, and when it's cooking, your home just fills with this incredible scent. So yeah, he's adding olives and capers, and he will also, well, he's supposed to toss in some raisins as well. These things are optional, by the way. The capers, the raisins, the olives, they are optional, but to get the true Pastelle taste, you have to have those things. I understand some people don't like the raisins in because it's a sweet thing and this is a savory dish. But yeah, it's up to you whether you want to do it. Some people don't. Apparently he does not. All right. So yeah, and next he is oh yes, so I was telling you guys about the banana leaves. So this is a banana leaf, and this is the preparation for it. You really want to get, you see, like on that side where it's like torn, you want to get the side that does not have any breaks into it. So yeah, you go into the back of your yard and you get your machete and you chop off a couple of leaves. Now you guys may not have banana leaves, banana trees around, but do not fret. You can always use foil, and our chef will show you how to use foil instead of the leaves, so don't worry, you will see that. But this is just for you guys to see. This is the traditional way of making pastels. This is the way it works, right? So you want to get those leaves as clean as you can, because you know it was out there, and you wash and you dry, and this now is where we put it on an open flame, and you just want to scorch it lightly. What happens when you do this is that it will not break. You saw the breaks on the leaves on the opposite side. When you do this, the leaves will not break. They become very pliable and they will not break on you, which makes bending and folding the leaves super easy. So you see that he is using the heat to dry up those leaves and to make them pliable. And this, guys, this is the real traditional way of doing pastels. Like I said, so you see there, the leaves are not breaking up. So yeah, you're going to need some corn flour, and that brand is the preferred brand for making pastels. I believe it's the consistency, the fineness of the flour that makes it just perfect. Now he's using his hands, but you don't need to use your hands. You could use your spoon, but he is doing it old school. Okay, he's going at it old school. What you're looking for in kneading this, and you can always adjust with some more corn flour, but for those of you who have worked with corn flour before, you know that this is going to absorb all of your liquids. But just in case you don't want it too soft, you could always top up with a little extra corn flour. What you want to get is a very nice, soft, pliable dough. You don't want that dough to be too stiff. When it's too stiff and you steam it it comes out rubbery. You don't want that. You want it to be soft, moist, and delicious. You want a certain texture in your mouth when you bite into it. So the dough has to be soft, not too soft, not squishy, sticky, but you can see there. You should be able to form it into a ball in your hands without it being all mushy. So our chef is preparing his dough. Right, and you want to keep, because they do dry out. So okay, so this is the Pastelle press. I believe it's also called a tortilla press. I have seen people use it to make tortillas. If you don't have a press, you don't need to. You could always use your fingers and flatten. Excuse me, guys. Right, so this is crucial. You need to put oil, right? Or your dough is going to stick and you really don't want that. Okay, so you put another oiled banana leaf on the top and you press, and you will see what comes out. There we are, and that's perfect. That is perfect. So now you spoon your meat mixture in, and of course you can put as much or as little. If you like it really stuffed, you can do that. And this now is where you make your pockets. So you fold and you fold again on either side, and then on the tops and the bottom. And it doesn't matter if it's not completely, your pocket is not, completely covering everything. That does not matter, as long as it looks somewhat like a pocket and it's going to taste delicious. Yes. All right, so you are now going to fold your banana leaves, or if you don't have access to banana leaves, you can use foil, right? And well, you guys in the US, you have the corn husks. I did see someone do corn husks, and it's available in the supermarkets, etc. You can get the corn husks. I guess you can probably try it there, right? And our chef is using string to secure his banana leaves, and you can tie. If you don't want to tie, you don't need to, as long as you lay it properly into the vessel you are steaming in, you're good to go. So he is going to show you now how to do it with the foil. Same thing, you need to oil it because you want that cornmeal to release when you press, and of course oil the opposite side of the foil as well. And there you go. So you get the same result. And some people do prefer the foil because it's really easy and manageable. In that when you bend the foil, it stays put and you don't have to worry, about it, coming loose. And our chef has really stuffed this one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Yeah. right? It doesn't matter if it's not perfect, it's going to be sealed off in that foil anyway, so it's going to steam or boil depending on how you prefer. Either way, you will get the same result. Some people it's their tradition to boil it, some people prefer to steam it. The choice is yours. So he's going to use a steaming pot to boil. Alright, personally I do prefer to steam my pastels. They take a little more time, especially if you pack it in like that. Yeah, if you do like a single layer and you steam, it works out good. But when you pack a lot in like he did, it tends to take a longer time. So he is going to submerge everything in there, and he will cover that, and it's going to boil. All right, you don't need to turn this or anything when it's in there. You just let it go for 20 minutes, remove, and get rid of as much of that water as possible. And here you will see the finished product. There we are. Perfectly made pastelle. It's soft, it's moist, it's juicy, it's delicious.